Okay, hey guys. All right, so we have Alan Hines with us tonight, and he has created an app. You've been working on it for the last what, couple of months, probably 2, 3 months now.
Yeah, something like that, a couple months.
I think I have been using it for the last, I'm guessing 3, 4 weeks maybe. It's I don't know, my time's blending in, but
Yeah, right.
I have really enjoyed using it with the people that I'm personally coaching. We did talk about it a little bit last week in our team meeting, but just about 10 minutes. And so we're going to have a fresh recording for tonight, and Alan is going to actually go over exactly how we use the app and any questions. So, and Alan, we were talking about, so do you want people to just unmute when they have a question when you're going through it, or does that distract you and you want them to hold their questions until the end? Which one would be better for you?
We can try it as I go
Okay. All right.
and see how it works. It's
Okay.
probably better to catch me in the topic.
Okay. All right. So it's all you then.
It's all me. Do
It's all
you
you.
want me to share a screen?
Yes, you do whatever you need to do.
Okay, I'm going to share a window here. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what I've got for you. I don't know exactly if I need to start through the entire presentation, but this is the dashboard you're looking at for drops 1, 2, 3, which I've created for the brand partner um, coaches to help keep track of their customers and when to follow up. There's a lot of good things in here. I'm going to go over real quickly the dashboard, and this is what is free for every user. Now, when you sell a box of drops or you sell something to one of your customers, they can access this for free. Um, but if you want to have your information on it, where it says "Meet Alan" right there, it would say "Meet your name." It would be connected to you. If you give them the website address and they go to it and they sign up, and you don't give it to them through your link, they'll just be floating out there. They won't be connected to you. You won't know what they're doing. So this is what I've done here on the front page here. There's my coach page, which we'll go to in a second. The Meet Alan would say actually meet your name. So if they're a customer, they don't know you very well, they can click on that and learn little bit about you. Um, this is kind of the start of all of this is where it says drop it like it's hot streak. This is where you track your daily drops. You as you take them, you would mark them off. And this is something I had to do when I was taking them because I would forget at lunchtime, I forget, did I take one or two? I can't remember. So I had a whiteboard and I would check it off as I go. But this is kind of where I started with this because I need help. I can't always remember where I am. And I'm taking the drops and I did, and it does help me even today because I got lost. So that's a big thing. And you can go back if you miss log something or forget to log something, you can go back. So you can keep your streak going, which is right here in the activity streak. It keeps track of how many days you've been on the app and how many things you've done. And that's pretty so I've been doing at least 45 days myself. This is your water intake. So a lot of people like to track their water. It's broken out into 12 ounce, like a water bottle. So as you drink water during the day, you would mark it off. And what's really cool, you can see I didn't do it Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. I didn't do it then, but it keeps track of your daily use for the past week. So you can see if am I getting enough water? Well, it'll tell you right here if you use the app. This purple box here you see is a encouraging note to your customer. And as it says, a note from Alan has my goofy picture there. It would have your good picture, not something like this. It would actually say a note from your name right there. And it gives them kind of encouraging messages along the way. And they do change and it's something different. And if they want to hit you up with a message, you can right there. So I'm going to close that. Um, One thing I started with also is to log the weight. Um, so this is a very helpful thing. And it even tells you here that you shouldn't log every day, but if you want to, you can. 1 or 2 times a week is kind of, I think, is preferred because it fluctuates so much when you're trying to lose weight, and it gets discouraging if it goes up. But I weigh every day. I mean, I just want to see where I'm at. And you can see it keeps a record of everything as you go. And you can put notes in there too. So as you weigh, um, and you have a feeling like, oh, I had a big weekend and I kind of jumped away off track, and it might reflect that, and you can look back and see, I weighed this much, and oh, I had a big weekend. Um, Activity log is a log exercise. You can log your exercise here. Now it doesn't count calories. It doesn't calories burned and all that yet. That's another whole app, but I mean that may be coming in the future. I think it'd be very helpful. What we have here is the different exercises. So it starts off with just a few. Once you add an exercise, you go to other and add it right there. And next time you come back, say for instance, today I added push-ups because I did some push-ups. And the next time I come back, push-ups is there. So you can just select it. So I did push-ups for 10 minutes and it felt easy. And I save it. And it saves it in my exercise log. Um, and also there's your activity for the week. You can kind of see where you went. That's your activity log. Any questions about this so far before I jump into the
Go back
food?
up to the top.
Uh-huh.
Here I am trying to scroll. So, where it says never miss a dose. So
Yeah.
if you turn that on, it's going to actually give you those so that you don't miss it. It'll actually come up on your phone and tell you, make sure that you've got your drops in and everything else. So
Yeah. So what that is, this is basically a website at this point, but on your phone, you can add it to your home screen and make it react as an app. So right here at the bottom says add to home screen, and that'll teach you how to do it if you don't know already. And once you add it to your home screen, then it becomes almost like an app. Now, I've been asked in the feedback, and I just saw a bunch of feedback on that. Eventually, one of the questions was, can you make this an app, an actual app? And that's very, very expensive, and it's a lot of regulations and stuff. And once this thing goes worldwide, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. But for now, let's keep it the same. Once you add it to your home screen, you'll hit that button right there, the turn on, and then you will get notices. You get nudges that if you forget to take your drops, it'll say, "Hey, you forgot to take your drops." If you, um, it'll nudge about different things. And when there's an update that I make an update, you'll see a big green update right here at the top. And there's also where is it? Latest updates. It'll show up here. Like just the other day, I'll show you the updates real quick, and then we'll go into the coach page. But some of the latest updates I've added was a grocery barcode scanner. So you can scan in the grocery store, much like some of these other ones that, some Yuka and some other things. And it'll tell you whether it's partner co-approved food right off the bat. You just know. Now, a lot of the food is fresh food, and we know, if it's fresh food, it doesn't have a barcode. But if it's in a box bag, you can scan it. I'll go over the follow-ups in a second. And coach resource. That's all in coach page. Um, any questions about this before I continue? And again, this is for the user.
and
Good.
yeah, and go back to the main page where it just shows all the content that's available. Go back
Here,
right
yeah.
here. Yes. So I love the fact that for our new people that are coming on, there is an interactive guide. The food
Hmm.
guide is on there. That's really important. People are always asking about the food list, or they lost their food list, or they're at the grocery store. If they have this app on
Hmm.
their phone, they have the food list with them, and it's easy to see. They're not trying to scroll on that teeny tiny sheet of paper or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have the avoid items. I really like that too. So all these turn to red. So if you've got somebody who's like, oh, they're not sure if they can have certain things or what, if it's in red, they need to stay away from it for their best success. Um,
Hmm.
Also, you have go back up there to the content again. Yeah. So the part where did you want to go over the cookbook?
I was getting ready to get to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Oh, pardon me.
That's okay. Now this is the next segment. You're good. You want to jump into that? Because
So,
this,
yeah. Okay. So,
okay.
I will tell you for the last 12 years, I feel like people have looked at me as like Betty Crocker and they're constantly asking me for a recipe and it gets really old very quickly. So I really like this. So this one, you can actually put in our approved foods that are already on this app. You can pick your favorites. Maybe you don't like Brussels sprouts, so you don't have to click the Brussels sprout button, but you can actually click the buttons that you have, look in your fridge, look in your pantry, and it's going to create a menu for you. And it's actually going to be, Slenderized approved, which is going to be very good. And then you have a cookbook and it's saving how many? 30 recipes now, is that
You can
right?
save, yeah, 30 at a time.
30 at a
Yes.
time. Yeah. Um, so if you go beyond 30, you could actually copy and paste that and put it into the journal that's in there. And that would give you more space to add more to your actual cookbook or your recipe book that you're using.
Yeah. So what you're saying here, and I've been selecting a few as you go. If whatever you have in your cabinet, whatever you like, whatever you know you can readily get, you just select it off this list. There's a lot here you can select, and then you could click on get my menu plan, and AI will develop AI partner code approved menus for you or recipes. It develops, and you can do it over and over and again. I'm not going to do it because it does take a few minutes. So when you click get my menu plan, it will take a couple of minutes to generate, and we don't have a ton of time. One of my favorite things is surprise me. Bam. And look at here, he goes right into it. And what's fun, if you say your surprise picks show all, then it lets you pick. Do I want breakfast? Do I want a salad? And look, it's all these recipes. They're right there. Now, what the cool thing about this I want to show you is if you like this salad, for instance, you can save it. So now it's saved in my cookbook. I go up here to my cookbook. There it is, along with a pesto chicken and veggies. I've got these two things in here. Let's say I want to add this one to my weekly food that we're going to eat. So I've got two things in. I've got this chopped salad and the pesto and chicken and veggies. So my weekly eating plan. There they are because it shows me what they are. And then the grocery list is right here. Everything that you need for those recipes is in the grocery list. It'll come up like this. So you're in the grocery store as you get it, you touch it, check off your list as you go. One thing I really think is cool, I can't show you because it's not on a phone, but I can tell you, you can hit text it. So if someone else is going to the grocery store for you, you hit text it and it will create a link to this page right here. So say your spouse is going to the store, you text them, here's my grocery list, and it'll be a link. That open that link and it'll have the same list that you have right here, and they can check it off as they go. Now, at first we did it as just a text, and it was just a long list of food, and I really hate that because I can't figure out, what I got and what I forgot, and it's on this aisle and whatever. This way, you can check it off as you go, and that's the way I like to go to the store because I like to make it easy. And also, while you're in there, you can scan foods to see if it's on the list. If it's in potato chip aisle, it's probably not on the list. If it's on, yeah, it's not on the list. I can tell you right now. But there's a lot of stuff that is.
Alan, I do have a question about the bar scanner since it's
Yeah.
new. So, how is it picking up which foods are approved and which ones are not? Like if you scan salad dressing and it sees like the soybean oil in there or something like that, is
Mhm.
it automatically taking it off?
It's all programmed in. It's all programmed into the scanner
Okay.
and
So it
for the
knows what to
foods that
look
are
for
good.
then.
Yes, it
Okay.
does. It knows what
Okay.
to look for.
Okay.
Now, if anybody does it and sees there's a problem, please hit me on the feedback. Right. Um, it's on the menu. Send feedback, and you'll send it in right there. And I do see that. So, like I say, I
Okay.
saw a few today. One was about the what we just talked about already, but there was also something about adding nutritional information to the recipes, which I think I can do. And
Okay.
just to answer the question of the person who asked that. Okay. And keep in mind also, this is a tool for you to share with your customers, and it's free for them. Now it is a charge for the coach of $15 a month, but you get all the tools that we're getting ready to go into to help keep track of what everybody's doing, and your follow-ups are made easy, and your contacts are made easy. Um, Let me take you into that. Everybody ready?
Okay, so I do have one question that came in
Yep.
yesterday when they were asking about the pricing on it.
Yeah.
They asked if they did like a year at a time, would they possibly get a discount instead of doing it?
Yeah. That's something I didn't set up, but that can be set up. Yes, absolutely. And if that's an option that some people want, then it's good for both of us. I mean, I'll give you a discount for a whole year's worth of payment. I think that's a great idea. Okay, let's go into the coach page. And this all needs you to jump in on some of this, Carrie. Um, when you see at the top, this is your personal link right here, the drops123.com/, your name. That'll be your name, not my name. That is my name though. If you click on that, it'll just copy it to your clipboard. If you're talking to someone in person, and say, "Hey, I want you to try this out," there's your QR code. Get them to scan it, and they'll go right to it. Let me jump down here real quick. When you first log on as a brand partner, get your new brand partner page, you're going to edit your landing page. No, the landing page is what the customer sees when you send them a link. Here it comes. Come on now, don't let me down. There it is. That's what they see when you send them a link, and they go to the link you send them. This is what they see. They see your picture, your story, whatever you want to tell them at that point, and then they'll sign in, or they can take a quick sneak peek inside before they sign in just to see how great it is. Um, so I recommend going down here first to edit this landing page. And also, you're going to have a list up top that tells you the checklist of things that you need to do to get your page ready. So that as you check those off, then it'll go away. Also, down here, the identity, you can enter your information, story, sorry, somebody
Uh,
talk?
no.
Okay. All right. Anyway, there is all where you enter your information down here that tells all about you, and that would be your partner ID number, which you enter on sign up. Now
Hold on, we're getting some
we've got
feedback somewhere.
some fees. That's okay.
Trying to think. Okay, I think it's gone now.
That's okay. All right. So after you send somebody a link and they sign up using your link, you're going to get that notice right here. Signups from your link. When you open that, these are my signups. They're not real people, but they got great names. I'm a losing weight, Kyle Freeloader, and Charlie Risk. These are all the people that have signed up under my link. It's really me. Um, I'll put notes because you can add a private note about, Kyle Clyde Freeloader about whatever you need. Maybe he doesn't like to be called during the morning. He likes to be called in the afternoon. You put that there. Um, and as you click on their name here, it'll bring up their stats of what they've done. So as they've gone into the app, you can see, oh, Miss Losing Weight hasn't done a lot here. She has a 0-day streak. Um, but once your people are using the app, you want to encourage them to do that because you're going to see their percentage of weight loss. You can see what they're up to, their weigh-ins. You can see. Um, I mean, it's not like you're spying on them, but you definitely can keep track of their progress. You can see, if they weigh in and they've the pounds lost is plus 15. You go, well, we gotta tighten this up a little bit, and you can get with them and touch base. And also, it gives them all their stats: exercise log, the weight log, the consistency streak, everything. That really helps with your follow-ups, which is coming up right here in today's follow-ups. After you sign people up, which right now I don't have but those things, and they're all test people. And but what you can do, it'll tell you if you got a follow-up coming up. I got a day 15 with Clyde in 4 days. If I hit my calendar, it gives me a week at a time with a little legend down here to tell us what each symbol is going to mean. and you can go a month at a time. You can see there's probably my follow up here with Clyde, and you've got something here. If I click on that, it repeats every week. See, on Sunday, you can make it repeat every week. Um, and there's a follow up here. You can, and it tells your milestones. It's a great way. Once you start putting people in there, this calendar is going to fill up. Now, let me show you how to change the follow up schedule. You're going to hit reschedule right here. So the follow up date, that's going to be the date that you want to follow up with this new person. And then you want to repeat it every week, 2 weeks, month, or whatever your custom time is. And once you save it, it's on the calendar from that point on, right? So this is a great way to know who is doing what, when you need to follow up with them. I don't have the 9 a.m. reminder yet. Um, I think the view calendar is just such a big help that I think that I don't know if I really need the 9 a.m. reminder. That was just an idea at the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know if that's necessary right now, too. I will tell you, this is huge, though, because I think a lot of the coaches, especially brand new people who end up selling like a lot of boxes at one time, a lot of times that follow up it becomes impossible because there's just so many things that you're trying to keep up with. So the fact that this calendar tells you I need to go check on Sue and Jim and Karen on this day, like as long as you're checking your app on a daily basis, it literally becomes your desktop. So it's been very helpful for me too, checking in with people.
Yeah, because you can, let's pick, if you, once you hit message, it'll come up as some basic messages like a check-in, just check in how you doing, drop a reminder, hey, I miss you, where you been? Or you can just type your own message and it'll switch right over to your text message with the thing filled in and their name. So you have to type nothing. You just hit send and it works great. So that's a great way to keep people up to date. Any questions about that?
Alan, this is Leslie Francis. You and I
Hey.
texted last week about possibly having a place when we do those texts or those reach outs that it will log that for us. Did you
hmm
have a chance to look at that?
Um, I think, let's see, I'm trying to remember how I talked about. And when you send a text, it would log it. Yeah, as you in your follow-ups, actually in your sign-ups here, when you message someone, where did it do it? There was something I replied back to you, and I forgot what I told you. Might have been in the follow-up section. Um, because when you pick on
I'll
someone,
check it out. Yeah, but you said
yeah,
it's
when
in
you
there
click,
now. Okay,
yeah, it's in the follow-up section. So when you click on like
got,
this person here, it tells you everything that I've texted them right here at the
got you.
bottom.
Great,
I think that's what
great.
you were asking.
Yep, that's what I was asking.
Okay,
Good deal. Thank
cool.
you.
Alan
Absolutely.
Joy is asking, where does she create the reminder? Can you go back up there to that again?
Yeah, here. Let's see. That was like you click on the person, the reschedule. You're going to click on that, and that is going to be the date that you're going to follow up with this new person. Now, it says they started June 28th. Normally you do this a few days after, or maybe the day they sign on, you would start a follow up date. But this is where you change it. You want to start July 23rd and go every week, and you would save it. Does that answer your question there? And then at the calendar, it would be there every you know July. Well,
Yeah, because a lot of
did.
times you're going to find that once you give your customers the link, they will sign up like immediately that day or whatever, but they might be waiting for the drops to come into the mail. So it might be
Yeah,
3 or 4 days later before they actually get started. So I always tell my people, text me the day that you start your drops. And when they text me, then I go into this calendar and that's when I put in the date there. So I know that it's going to give me a weekly follow up that I can go through from there.
yeah, that's how you do that. And we're going to add some things to this. So just as suggestions come in, I'm open to them. Go to the feedback where I showed you on the menu. Um, and send me a suggestion if you see something that you would like to see, and then we'll try to make it happen. I want to make this easy for everyone. Okay, let's go into Coach Tools. This one is basically, this was what the first thing we did here, and then we did the signups. They're very close. I think I'm going to merge them together. It's only as a contact. That's all it is. So the coach, this contacts at a glance is basically the same as who signed up. This one just has more information. Um, so we're going to merge those together at some point and probably have all of their, their phone number and everything in one page like that. That's what I'm going to do. Let me show you the Coach Resource Center because I think this is really cool. And you can back me up on this, Carrie, if you like it. If you're using Charlie here as an example, and Charlie is complaining, is like, just, I'm not getting enough hydration. Well, I've got an idea. I can send you something. Let me send you a quick something max 2.0. I'm going to send you something on this. And you just collect, as soon as you hit hydration, the remedies are max 2.0. You're going to hit recommend to client. On your phone, it'll come up at a text. It'll have a link to the quick guide, which is all the information about this product. It's not telling them, it's not giving them a link to buy it. They want to buy it from you. That's when they would come back to you and say, I want to purchase this. Digestive health. Here's Core Cleanse. Here's Pure Nourish, probiotics, Giving Greens, and Vital One. I'm going to update the pictures too. I know these are a little fuzzy. I'm going to get better pictures. Don't worry. And the client doesn't see this anyway. This is something for you. Just kind of to associate the products, especially if you're new. You see that a few times. You know exactly what that is. And that's a really cool way to do to kind of handle any complaint, or maybe somebody's not sleeping well. Let's give them some Renew. Hunger and appetite control. Well, the drops is it. Weight loss plateau. It's also drops. What's this one? I got a picture for that. Restorix and the Advantage. Anyway, that's how you do that. You recommend products to client. And what can happen is when you own your list on the menu, everybody will see the shop products. If they want to go into the shop products, it's going to open up your partner code page. My internet's a little slow tonight. Hang on one second. Here we go. It'll open up your shopping page, have your name at the top, is linked directly to your number. So anytime where your customers want to go shop through your page, there it is, right here in the app, which you can tell them, Let's see what I have. A lot of things here. Okay.
Alan,
Anything?
Daphne has
Yeah.
a question on here. She said, when you merge the contacts and sign up
Mhm.
pages or sign up pages, says, can we still have some sort of visual letting us know which ones are new, like a red dot or a star?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And that's not, I mean, I'll figure out some way to, it's not going to be a big mashup. I'll make it as easy as possible. And it might even tell you, um, the sign up date. If it's brand new, it may have a red flag beside it. We'll figure out the best way to do it.
Right
Right
now,
now,
your newest ones are at the top, right?
yep.
And your oldest ones are
These
at
are
the bottom.
that's right. Newest at the top. It's always newest at the top. And you'll see, of course, I don't have one here, but as new people sign up, I think you have a little red flag that pops
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah.
hey, I've got somebody new. And also recent activities, all right there. Whatever your people do, it's all there. Now, once you get a bunch of them, it's going to look confusing, but at least you can see what they're doing. And if they're using the drops, if they're logging them, if they're, drinking enough water, if they're, um, you can really kind of help keep up with them. Let's see what else. I think that's about the biggest part. If you want to go back to the dashboard, it's down here. I think I might move it up here eventually, but it's right there. That's how you get back to the dashboard. Anything you want me to talk about in the menu here that we didn't talk
One
about?
of the questions that we got earlier is, are you allowed to track your own results? And absolutely you can.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you can,
absolutely.
I mean, we're all on a health journey. So you can track your own on your page, and then you have a coach's page where you track everybody else.
Right. So that's why you got the dashboard, and then this is the coach page. Everything here is all for the coaches, or your users will not see that. but the dashboard is for you. So this is my dashboard. Actually, that's why I've been showing you what I've been doing. Um, and you'll have this too, but theirs will say if it's, Matt, welcome back, it'll say Matt right there. And it is personalized to Matt, but it will still say meet Alan because I'm would be his brand, coach, his partner coach. So, but yeah, absolutely use it. Definitely. But nobody sees yours but you, which is good for me. You saw my weight logs. They go way up and down. Okay. Anything else I can answer?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sitting here thinking like we're talking about tracking our own because this is great. I would like to track my own, and I've been doing it on paper, and I see like the water, the drops, the weight. But those of us that have gone through the next 56 days, like we also have tracked on our scales, our body mass index, our fat percentage, our muscle percentage, like visceral fat. We can kind of see all that on a scale. And I've been
Hmm.
writing that down on paper, but is there any way or is there a need other than myself to add something like that on the dashboard as well?
Well, I'd have to get, I guess, a good idea if that's what everybody wants. Can it be done? Absolutely, sure.
Okay.
So under log weight, you could have different things here. Your BMI and whatever else that you want.
Oh, yeah. I see you have that for the notes. So it could be added there just as a personal note.
That's
Yeah,
what I
you
was
could
going to say,
definitely do
Dan.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just put it in the notes for right now
Okay.
and see
Hmm.
if we get a lot of people asking for it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Like
you
you
have
see in
a
my notes
journal
here.
also that you can
Yeah.
type anything in there too.
Oh, okay. I
Well, let me
didn't
show
know.
you the journal. It's right here. It's pretty simple. It's a simple journal. How are you feeling? I didn't do a whole lot with it, but you can write a new note and you can tile it, whatever you want and put the notes in there. If you're on your phone, it's great because you can voice text and do a paragraph of what you're thinking and then save it and it'll keep it all right here. And nobody sees that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's private.
That's great.
So
Thank you.
If you want to save
absolutely.
a recipe that somebody has sent you that you
Hmm.
know is approved, you can stick it in that journal. So there's
You can.
lots of things that you can do in there.
And if becomes evident that I need to have more recipes than 30, we can put a higher cap on it. But I figured 30 is probably, you know,
30 is
enough.
a good number.
Yeah, because, if you can't find somebody in 30, what are you doing? So, yeah, Chrissy's laughing at me. Um, anything else that I can answer? Oh, here's a cool thing. Let me show you this real quick. I know we've taken a lot of time. Once your customer, even you, misses some logs, or maybe their weight goes up and down during the login or wait in, you'll get this, hey, you need a reset. It'll pop up right here. If your streak hit a pause, if you didn't log your weight, or it'll kind of keep you on track. This will come up, and if you want to hit, close it out and hit not now or get back on track, it'll tell you, or give you a chance to choose what you did to get off track. Lost motivation. And then it gives you a little encouraging message. The reset plan is right there, and then you can message your coach if you feel like you need to right then, and there's your reset checklist. It's right there, and it tells you if you do these things, get back on track, and it'll encourage you. As as the weight starts to come back down, that message won't come up anymore, and then you'll see a cool note down here. Of course, mine says, "Glad to see you back." Great.
Also, remember, guys, that we can still, if you've got verbiage or something that you use a lot with your clients or with your customers, save that in your boards and you can still use the board's keyboard with this because anytime you're texting somebody or communicating with them, your board's app keyboard still works with that. So you don't have to double duty. You don't have to do things twice. Just utilize both of
Hmm.
them at one time.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, and I think I've talked to Christy about adding access to the boards. I'm not exactly sure how they all work, to be honest with you. But that may be something we can do down the road. So you don't have to leave the app. to
Yeah,
do,
'cause
what you need to do.
I don't really think you have to, Alan. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet, but I think as long as we have the keyboard capability on our phone, which we all have because we're using the posting and stuff, that instead of me sending my client a text, if I wanted to say something different than what you already have loaded, or I don't want to type something, I think I just click in that space and I do it just like I was doing a scheduled post, and it'll open boards
Mhm.
for me to. I think you don't have to put them together. I think they can work cohesively.
Okay.
I
I
think
might be
Yeah.
wrong.
I think you're right, Leslie. I'm almost positive that I did that the other day.
Yeah.
I did it today, actually.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't have boards, so.
Well, everybody on our team that's promoting the drops that should be doing a coach's page would have boards, would have.
Or not, does everybody have, well, I have the paid version, so
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Everyone should at least have the Team Synergy board. Even if they don't have a paid version, they would have Team Synergy.
Well, and the good thing, guys, if you don't realize this, they have updated the boards to where the free version is a little bit more freeing than it used to be. There's no restrictions on your posting per day now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So as long as they have team synergy,
Yep.
they're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I can show you this real quick. This is something in the coach tools under edit and create quick messages. This is cool because it does have, you can edit these messages. Now we see what it says, hey, and name in brackets. That's going to be the person's name you're sending it to. It'll drop in automatically. These are pre-written messages, but here's one that's pre-written. If you want to add something to it, you could, you know, thanks, and you save it. Um, or if you wanted to reword something, or if you wanted to write your own right there, add your template. These are all pre-written things. So if you find yourself typing the same text over and over again to new people, don't. It's right here. Just make it so you can actually once you hit add template, see it says hey name. Don't delete that. Just type your message, save it, and it's going to be there. So give that a try.
Yeah, I like that. There's also a section on the content board there too that people can, like, if they're starting to share their results with friends or family or whatever, it actually shares with them how they can earn income too. So
Okay, yeah, down how you can earn money. Now, I may need, this is something I put together in the beginning, and if it needs to be updated, if you guys read it and see I need to change some things, let me know, and I'll do that. I want to make it really easy to understand. But this is, if somebody's just scrolling through and they see this, how can I earn money? It kind of goes over the basics. It doesn't tell them this, and it doesn't allow them to sign up here. They have to do that through the brand partner. But it kind of gets you. Once it gets it down to the bottom, ready to learn more, you can get right in touch with the coach right there. Anything else? What did I leave out? We good?
I don't think you left out anything.
I don't think so either.
You did good with that.
No, thanks.
I mean, I can tell you, which I told you in the beginning, I've been using it for about 3 weeks now. We had a drop talk yesterday, and there was a lady there, and she already had a box of drops, but she's like so many of our customers, start, stop, start, stop. And I sat down with her last night and I showed her how the app worked. And she looked at me and she said, this is a game changer. This is exactly what I need to stay on track. And so I've
Awesome.
noticed today she's already tracking her weight, she's tracked her drops, she's tracked her water. I just sometimes we just need the direction, and I really feel like this is going to give our people the direction that they need. So
Yeah.
the other thing that I like is I always check on my people at least once a week for the accountability to get their weight. But as I have someone log in their weight maybe prior to that week coming in, if I see that they have released weight, I'm automatically sending them a message that same day, just encouraging them and saying, "Hey, congratulations. Hey, you're down another pound this week," because it lets them know that yes, I am looking. And
Hmm.
and just, you know how it is. If someone encourages you, you want to keep going.
Sure.
If someone discourages you, it makes you fall away. So when you see your people being successful with their weight or their health goals or whatever, encourage them along the way because that's totally part of this. It's about building that relationship.
Yeah. So what you're going to want to do if you're a brand partner and you want to get a hold of this, you're going to go to drops123.com, and then there'll be a link to sign on as a new brand, as a brand partner. If it says, are you new here, or are you going, or do you already have a partner ID? And you're going to click on that, and it'll walk you through the sign on. And once you get on, you're going to go. There'll be in the menu. Well, it'll give you an option to buy in at first, but if you just want to look at it first, that's fine. It'll be at the top of the menu, upgrade my page, and it'll take you to a Stripe payment, which you get 7 days free as a trial period, and you can use it as much as you want in 7 days, and then it'll start the billing. And then as you send your link to your new people, then that's when they can sign on, and you'll see when they sign on right here under this. And then the contacts are already there because they're asked to add their phone number now, which they weren't in the beginning. And so you'll have their phone number, their name, all their information when they started, and you can start with this whole line of coaching. And
And
that's what we
that
do.
in itself is huge because I mean, I know a lot of us do our business on Facebook. And if Facebook was to accidentally disappear tomorrow, where would all your contacts be? And so once we have our customers signed up with this is going to be an ongoing list of all of our customers that
Hmm.
we always have with us. So that itself is huge.
Yeah, yeah. And again, don't forget when you get on it, if you want to go to feedback, if you see something you want to, or something or you want to see, you go to send feedback and just type it up and send it to me, and I get it. Um, I'll try to reply to you, but I do see your feedback, and if it's something I can do, I'll do it. It's that simple. I think Carrie will tell you that.
Yes.
You just bring up an idea like, oh, sure, let's do it.
Its brain never stops, guys.
That's right.
And Christy says, no, it doesn't.
Wow.
All the time. All right. Well, good. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks for
And I,
all of your hard work, Alan. This is amazing. So we're excited
Thank
to
you.
use it.
Alan, this is going to be a great tool for a lot of us, and we're excited about working through
wow.
the kinks, and then we're going to get it out to the masses.
Let's do it. I'm
Yep.
excited.
Yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. When we're messaging our customers, is that going to come through to them as like our numbers, or is that going to come through as like a 5-digit number?
No, it actually, when you're on the phone and you hit text, it actually switches the app
Yeah.
to the text app,
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
and it has
Great.
their number and from you, and so you can start a conversation.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, guys.
A
I
lot of
appreciate it.
a lot of these messages, and a lot of the apps that I've seen in the past, it looks like it's so AI generated. I feel like it loses the personal touch, and this one is not. You still have control of what you're able to do with it, and I like that part of it too. So
Yeah, that was important to me.
yeah,
I was putting,
yeah, it's good.
I wanted to feel like it was usable for the coach and the user.
Right. Yep. You've done an awesome job. Very good.
Thanks. Well, keep the suggestions coming, and let's get it. Let's throw it out there.
All
Let's
right.
make it huge.
All right. Any other questions? Everybody good? All righty, guys. I will put the recording on the Team Synergy page. Thank you, Alan. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.